12 of the top BMX riders on Earth, but only one will leave on top of the podium. Are you ready?
What's up, Fise family, and welcome to the final day of this weekend full of action and the beauty of urban sports here in Shanghai. We're getting ready for the first event that we will be broadcasting, which is gonna be our UCI BMX Freestyle Park Shanghai World Cup, the final in the women's category. I hope you guys are ready for it. My name is Aegon, and I'm being joined by our BMX Freestyle expert, Dustin Oram.
Let's go. Such a blessing to be here.
Like, we're really glad we have good weather today. The wind is finally setting down, and our riders are getting the last rounds of practice in here on a skate park on the banks of the river Huangpu.
Let's go. Yeah, the West Bund District is so epic in providing us a rad setup for this event today.
Yeah, I mean, this is a wild part of town. Like, a lot has changed. Like, we've seen new buildings that weren't even here before.
Yeah, it's crazy the way this whole area is growing, and look at the setting for this action sports festival going on right here. Unreal.
So also, we moved the park from one part of the venue to the other. So right now we're really close to the river. And I mean, we've had such a fun weekend. All the action that went down in all the other sports as well. We had already had the Flatland. We had the finals later on today. We had skateboarding spine ramp last night. Did you watch it?
Yeah, the spine ramp is crazy in the West Bund Dome, and just the atmosphere in there. Very excited for BMX coming up later tonight as well. But skateboarding was crazy last night.
Oh yeah, like people here in Shanghai were loving it. Now let's take a look at this new beauty built by the people from Hurricane Parks. Actually, they have a workshop not too far from Shanghai where everything is built and then shipped all the way here to Shanghai. Another design by Pascal Moras. On Wednesday, they did the track walk with all the riders, and afterwards the riders could give a bit of feedback on all the good stuff, maybe points to improve. But overall, everyone's really happy.
Yeah, Hurricane put together an epic park, crazy with all the elevation changes, all the different transfers, and going to be able to see a lot right there. You're seeing the weather. It is definitely windy out there for the riders right now, but praise the Lord, we don't have any rain today. So we're able to get this underway and everything with it. But again, just take a look at this course and all the different transfers and different things that these riders are going to be able to do. It's going to be unreal.
And there's been a lot of talk about the one obstacle in the middle, the Shanghai Pearl, as you just called it.
Is pure commitment in an XXL skate park. Riders perform in a park designed to maximize possibilities. Ramps, boxes, quarters, spines, fun boxes. Every obstacle is an opportunity to create unique lines. But the secret isn't just throwing down big tricks. It's about using the entire skate park. Judges reward riders who can flow from one obstacle to another, exploit every space, and build a run that's both smooth and creative. Each rider gets 2 runs of 1 minute. Only the best run counts for the final ranking. How are they judged? A panel scores each run based on difficulty. The more technical the trick, the higher the score. Amplitude, height, speed, and power. Creativity and originality, surprising the crowd with unique style. Flow and use of the park, linking tricks seamlessly and riding the whole course. Control, because mastery makes the difference. BMX Freestyle Park is a battle of creativity, technique, and adrenaline, where every second counts.
So if this is your first time watching a BMX Freestyle contest, that was a bit of an explanation on all the, let's say, stuff that the judges will be evaluating, because this is a jury-based sport.
Yes.
We will have a look at our judges here. On top of the tower, we have Markus Wilke from Germany, David Hank Kleeworth from the Team GB. Then we have Axel Jurgens from Argentina, Brian Kaczynski from the US, Luka Kovic from Slovenia, and then from the land down under Australia, we have Dave Dillaward.
Star-studded judging panel right there, and these dudes are legit. They know what they're looking for, and going to be able to call the action on point.
And they've been busy the last couple of weeks. We've had national championships, we have had continental championships, and I think next week there's the China Games. In 3 weeks' time there's the World Championships. It's a very busy end of the season. Now let's have a look at the highlights from the qualification.
Duda right there getting the 360. Big tail whip from Hannah right there. She is looking to throw down on the course. Miharu, huge. Natalia was getting those tabletops so perfect. Full extension on that tuck no-hander.
And that's our new European champion, Kim Lea Müller.
Maka.
Fortunately did not qualify into this final.
Welcome to Shanghai, China, arguably one of the most beautiful cities on earth. We're here for the UCI BMX Freestyle Park World Cup Women's Finals. This is stop number 2. Stop number 1 was in Montpellier, France. Stop number 3 will be in Shanghai, Japan. Today we will crown ourselves a Shanghai champion. Let's meet our riders! Representing Team Germany, Lara Lessman!
Lara Lessman from Germany. Really solid season so far, a Fise regular.
Riding for Team Germany, Lilian Ziedler!
And it's so awesome, the technical aspect of what she brings to the course as well.
Representing Team Japan, Mio Yoshida!
Mio from Japan, the vice national champion.
3-time European champion, representing Team Germany, Kim Lea Müller!
And that is the European champion jersey that she's rocking right there.
Olympic bronze medalist, riding for Australia Cycling, Natalia Deem!
Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi.
Representing Team Hungary, 15 years old, Naomi Molnar!
AK Nono, and this is her first World Cup, and she is making an excellent impression.
6-time world champion, riding for USA Cycling, Hannah Roberts!
6-time world champion.
And your number 1 qualifier at just 15 years old, riding for Team Japan, Miharu Ozawa!
She has been riding this course so fearlessly.
Shanghai,
despite the size of the course, she has just been on it.
Let them hear you!
I mean, last year, she just missed the first place by a couple of points. Will this be the year that Miharu Ozawa will take the win in a World Cup?
Yeah, she's really putting her name in the hat and making it happen again with fearless riding and big tricks. It's going to be an exciting finals for all these women. So right there, getting a look at the start list, the running order of how these women are going to be dropping in based on how they qualified into this finals, and it is going to be awesome.
Yes, and these 8 riders, we will break them up in 2 heats of 4 riders. And all of them will get 2 runs, of which the best one will count.
So excited to see their strategy and how they take to the course, knowing that it is the best run that counts. So are they going to try and get 1 run just in under their belt and then be able to bump it up from there? Or are they just going to send it the entire time, trying to get into that top spot, get on that podium? Going to have just a moment to get into the different start positions all across the course. So these riders have just a moment to do that. And again, we got Catfish with the live MC, getting the riders stoked, along with Kane.
The local Chinese legend. Now let's take a look back at last year. So last year on the podium, in the 3rd spot, we had Sun Jiaxi from China. Then in 2nd, Miharu Ozawa. And then in 1st, it was Sun Sebei who took the win here, even dropping in the 2nd run as it started raining and even pulling that 720.
Yeah.
But we will not be having any of the Chinese riders this weekend because next week is the China Games, and it's a very big deal here in China. It's like the Olympics to them. It's a matter of honor to participate in them. So that's why they're not taking the risk. They're not riding this weekend in Shanghai. They're going all in at those China Games.
Getting another look at the course, different angles of it. and getting our first rider. And you even hear a little bit of that wind right there. These, you can see the UCI flag flying in the background, so a lot of wind. Talking with Hannah before, and dropping down from that elevated portion is where she says she feels the wind the most. But here we go. We're ready to get this started with Laura Lessman getting herself in the zone and dropping in our first rider. Let's go. Cranking a turn down on that elevated volcano. Yo, loving that spin into that hurricane quarter on the very top of the course. Up the Spalding vert wall, getting the speed for the Shanghai Tower. That spine is absolutely massive. Look back into that subway bank extension. Flying across the course, getting speed for the Yazoo box. One-footed X up right there. ET up into the elevated portion, tire grab over the volcano. Yo, one-footed X stepping down into that lower portion and boosting into that hurricane quarter. And then from the Spalding quarter into the vert wall, up onto that plexiglass, across the bridge, turn down into the Shanghai Tower. Wow, Laura is on it. Final 10 seconds. Bar spin into the plexiglass quarter. Final thoughts right here for Laura. Tail tap. Let's go. 2-1, and that is going to be time. Yes, Laura. Solid first run of the day, making it happen.
So Laura will be setting the score for all the other riders, the baseline score. And the thing worth mentioning with Laura is she will change stances. So left foot forward, right foot forward during a run, depending on which trick she's going to do. So here we have it, left foot forward doing that 450.
Yeah, I love that. I saw her doing that 450 in practice, and right there getting all the way up into the transition on that. That was awesome from Laura right there. And that is a key point, Egon, is watching where the rider's feet are positioned. Traditionally, you spin away from your front foot.
And then for the turn downs, like she cranks like half a crank to pull the turn downs in.
Score coming in for Laura, 70 even right there. So an awesome way to start off the day and set the pace for all these riders.
So the first score is on the board.
But yeah, definitely be watching the feet. All the tricks are based on how you platform. So what foot you put forward. Again, traditionally you spin away from your front foot, do a turn down away from it. But right now we're gonna get into Liliana, our second rider from Germany, one-handed X up over the Yazoo box.
Liliana, one of the more technical riders. Oh, look at that, whipping up onto the box. Can. And she has been making great progression the last year.
Yeah.
Also really impressive riding at the European Championships just a couple of weeks ago in Eindhoven, Holland. Tail whip. Oh, to toboggan.
Yeah, what a combo.
You see, that's a technicality that Liliana is showcasing here. Barspin to disaster, 10 more seconds, there's a buzzer. Barspin tail tap, yes.
Come on,
come on, yeah! To foot jam. And that is gonna be time for Liliana Zeidler. I don't think that Barspin is gonna count for the total score. Because the thing is, both wheels have to be on the ground when the buzzer hits.
Awesome run. Look at this tail whip up into that plexiglass. Nice toboggan over that lower volcano. And then check this out, tail whip on the Yazoo.
Yeah, doing them
side
both,
of the spine. Yeah.
Both in an air and in the box.
That combo is awesome.
I mean, Germany has a stacked team.
Yeah, they're definitely representing well out here in Shanghai. And you see she's stoked. She got a run in, and look at that score coming in, 75.8. See her being very stoked. And she knows there's some things that she wants to even perfect a little bit more on that. So that's an awesome first score for her, first run. We're gonna keep things rolling.
Another new rider on the scene, Mio Yoshida.
Excited to see what she brings to the course, starting in that elevated portion. Yo, bar spin over that volcano, and then shark fin and down into the lower portion. Ripping across the course all the way to the top of that Spalding vert wall. And over the Shanghai Tower. Man, that spine is so big. Solid air on the subway bank extension. Yo, bar spin, looking for a tuck no hander combo after that bar spin. Yo,
Yes.
360 look back. Yes. Tabletop from the Spalding into the vert wall. Bar spin into that bank extension. Tuck no hander air on the backside of the spine. Yo, cranking a look back into that subway bank extension into her final 10 seconds. Looking to put an exclamation point on her run. Nice tuck no hander over the Yazoo box. Bar spin into the subway extension, and that is going to be time. Man, that 3 look back was awesome over the Yazoo box. I was not expecting that, and she cranked that.
And that's what she like. Tried to have that extra tuck no-hander.
Got her hands off, but didn't get the extension that she wants and that the judges are looking for. But that right there, at 360 look back. And right there, cranking a look back into that subway bank extension. And that was the extension she was looking for on the bar spin to tuck no hander. Again, that's something that the judges are looking for, but love her. Whoa, 82, score coming in, 82. But love her intentionality in trying to have the different combos and putting everything into place. But what a score, 82 coming in for her. And that's going to take us over to Germany's Kim Leah Mueller.
The new European champion. Impressed the crowds in her second run 2 weeks ago in Eindhoven, where she did a 360 tail whip over a spine to claim the throne. And there she goes. Come on, Kim. Starting off with that tire grab. Down into the park, picking up the speed on the beast of a wall. Time to hit the Shanghai Tower, 360. Oh, come on. Take a couple of breaths, back on the bike. Well, let's see what she's gonna do. Is she gonna finish her run to keep the muscles warm? Or is she gonna get back on the deck and conserve that energy for the second one?
Yo, locking in that tail whip, yeah.
Come on, Kim. She might be trying the tricks that she wants to pull in a second run as well.
Yeah, utilizing this time. She knows she had that crash, and she's got 2 runs, best run counts, so just cruising around a little bit again. Getting those tricks a little bit more dialed in, so that when she comes out run number 2, she'll be locked in.
And the thing is, like, with having a crash like at the start of your run, it can mess with your confidence. But the thing is, you need to get back on the bike, do a couple of tricks just to get the blood flowing again.
Yep, shake it off. And these women are so tough. I mean, case in point, goes down right here and gets right back up and then throws down a gnarly tail whip on that quarter. Oh, right there, yeah, just under-rotating it a little bit. Again, that spine is so tall, and getting the speed just right is very difficult. And right there, straight to pedals. And that is something that the judges are definitely looking for in the execution of the trick. And if you get your feet straight to pedals, that is the ideal for tail whips or any tricks where your feet are coming off the pedal. And Kim doing that tail whip to perfection right there on that UCI quarter. So again, she'll shake that off, come back, run number 2, swing in and get it done.
So we're going back to Lara Lesman. Also a pioneer for BMX freestyle in Europe.
And try and watch her feet for the different tricks. Locking in the turn down right there. And I love that 450 into that Hurricane Parks quarter. Can down the Euro drop. Laura is on it right now. Nice tuck no-hander over that insane spine. Huge can on the subway bank extension right there. Up to the top of the vert wall, coming at the Yazoo box. One-footed X up right there. Yes, Laura. ET into that elevated portion. Keeping her speed going as she shark fins down with a one-footed X up. Love that combo. Awesome can into that hurricane quarter extension. X up from the Spalding into the vert wall. Into that plexiglass across the bridge. Locking in the turn down. Yes, Laura coming into her final 10 seconds. Laura again looking to put the exclamation point on her run. Up the vert wall, what she got in store for us. What? Oh. Kicking a downside tail whip. Traditionally, you kick the tail whip to the top side, so if you're going to the quarter, you kick it up into the air. But right there, Laura kicking it down into the ground. Having to eject off the bike, but awesome to see her trying to tie that into the end of her run. That definitely would have been an exclamation point. Again, having to jump off.
And at the start of her run, so as she went over the shark fin, immediately right after to hit that 450, she shifted her feet.
Yeah.
No-hander over that Shanghai tower.
I love this. One-footed X down that shark fin.
Getting groovy with it. And onto the spine bridge. Also one of the more fun features here in this park.
And then right here, oh, that downside tail whip. I love how these women are just pushing the progression of female BMX riding. Ah, you can see her frustration in that. I'm sure that's a trick that she's got locked in at home, trying to put it down in the competition. So she's going to end up sticking with her first run, 70 even.
And it's always a question of, you know, you have your hardest trick. Should you do it at like somewhere at the start of your run, the middle of your run, or at the end? Like to have like the final, let's say, dessert, save the best for last. But the thing is, like, if you do it at the start, you mess up, well, no points.
Yeah.
If you do it in the middle, well, half the points. If you do it at the end, well, you can still like claim a lot of points, but you already had practically a minute of riding.
A lot of strategy involved, but Liliana in.
Yeah, Liliana, technical rider from Team Germany. Tail whip onto the plexiglass. Can. Bar spin. And look how confident she looks on that bike. X up. Ready to hit the box here. Toboggan. Twisting the bars and holding that seat. Tail whip. X up, come on. Over halfway now.
Yes, Liliana. Having to put that foot down, getting a weird kick off of the quarter, but recovering well. Nice 270 into that subway slant wall. Awesome tail tap. 10 seconds. What?
Oh!
No way. Going for that tail whip to tail tap. We saw her do the bar spin to tail tap in her first run, and looking for the tail whip, looking to take it up an extra notch and jumping off the back of the bike.
And that is one of those trick combinations. Like, it showcases power, technicality, balance. But she tried it at the end of her run, and she's been pulling all these tricks, using all the muscles in her body.
Alley-ooping into that subway wall. And she's probably going to be sticking with her first run. But again, awesome to see these women pushing the levels of their riding and trying to throw down the most insane run that they can. Right there. Again, she's going to stick with that first run score of a 75.8, which currently has her in second place. And Mio with that first place score, 82, and she's looking to even go up higher. Doing it for Japan. Again, the wind is blowing. These riders have a moment to get themselves in the zone, and here we go. Mio is in. Bar spin over that volcano, shark finning down into the lower portion. Flying across the course, up to the top of the vert wall. Mio finding her flow. Solid air on that subway bank extension. Back over that Shanghai tower. Yo! Oh! What? Super C Indy into the
looked
vert
like
wall.
it, yeah.
Wow. Again, these women are going in run number 2. Wow.
Come on, Mio, back on the bike. Only 15 years old.
Look back into that subway bank extension. Final seconds, final thought. Huge 360. Again, she's able, something that really stands out is her ability to spin in both directions. So again, spinning away from her front foot and into her front foot in both directions. And it just really allows her to open up the course in different ways and showcase diverse tricks. But let's take a look at these highlights. I want to see trying that trick into that vert wall right here. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, Superman seat grab.
But she got
That
back
would've
up
been
on the
so
bike
cool.
again.
Yeah.
Look at that. And the thing is, this is only her first year riding on UCI level of competition. So
Show her Japan team cheering her on.
in the last month, so in September, Asian Continental Championships, 2nd place. National Championships in Japan in October, 2nd place. So really consistent rider as well.
So, all right, she had that fall in her first run, so trying to get things together and hold it down. Huge tire grab for Kim to get things started. Here we go, getting the speed on this vert wall all
Getting
the way to
nice
the
and
top
high.
of it. Let's go. She's like,
360.
I am getting the rotation on this 360, blasting out of the top of that Shanghai tower, as we're calling it. X up over the Yazoo box. Kim is on it. This is the run that she was looking for. Huge 360 can-can. Yes, Kim. Toboggan back over the Yazoo box. Check this out, into that plexiglass, across the bridge, tire grab into that massive spine. Kim is on it right now. X up over that Spox. Come on, Kim, final 10 seconds. Yo,
Yes.
truck driver. Into
Tail
that
whip.
tail, let's go. Wow. That was the run that she was looking for, and you see the relief on her face after pulling that off. It is so hard to go down in your first run, and like you were saying, just the mental aspect, to be able to get back up, come out and handle your second run when you know, okay, there is no safety net anymore. This is it. And Kim throwing down with some top-notch riding. Check this out. She was going so fast, blasting the Shanghai Tower, locking in that 3-can.
That's one of her signature tricks, the 3 can-cans. And what we've been seeing as commentators, like over the last 2 years, she's really worked on that confidence on the bike.
And then right there, you saw that foot floating, but the foot did not touch the ground. She kept herself dialed in right there. And what an exclamation point at the end of her run. They'll throw down that truck driver straight in to the tail whip. And it's huge to be able to link back-to-back big tricks like that. Kim making it happen, and the judges rewarding her 87.6. And you see her stoke right there. Again, that was the run that she was looking for, and what an accomplishment to come back after that fall. First main trick, like big trick that you're trying to do, and then to be able to make that happen was awesome.
What a season so far for Kim. 4 wins so far, the French Cup of Sérignan, the C1 in Switzerland, Aigle, the German national title, and the European title. And then looking back at last year, so last year in Shanghai, got the 12th spot, and in Montpellier earlier this year, the 5th.
That was some powerful riding from that first heat of riders. And now we're going to go ahead and check out some highlights from that insane first heat of riders. Let's go. That was some incredible riding from that first heat of riders. And there's the current standings. Kim holding it down in that first spot. Again, back-to-back big tricks to wrap up her second run.
But we still have one heat coming up, 4 more riders that did even better in qualification. And I'm really surprised to see the names here. We have Natalia Diem, our bronze medalist from Paris 2024. We have Noemi Molnar, who has taken the world by storm now. And then Hannah Roberts, 6-time world champion. Then Miharu Ozawa, 2nd here last year in Shanghai. And she's here to maybe take home that gold.
Let's go, some top-notch riders. And very excited, especially after them getting to watch their friends throw down some epic runs. They're like, all right, the Stoke is built, let's go. So Natalia locked in and starting off heat number 2. Huge tuck no-hander, and then check this out, boom! Oh. Locking in that tabletop, doing it to perfection. T-bog down that shark fin into the lower portion, blasting into that hurricane extension, up to the top of the vert wall. Yes, Natalia.
Oh, hands up high.
That is what the judges are looking for. Perfection on that tuck no-hander, and then locking in the T-bog over the Yazoo box. Really blasting every quarter, every gap that she hits. She is going up as high as she can. And check this out,
yes!
Tail whip.
Over halfway
Natalia.
now.
What?
Flare.
Oh, Natalia.
Come on, back on the bike, Natalia. Disaster, come on.
I love to see the rider get back on their bike and keep pushing it.
I mean, it's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Get back on the bike. Keep the blood
one-footed
flowing.
steez. Ah, Natalia. Again, something that definitely, as we look at these highlights, look at how high she goes on everything she does and just how she locks in the tricks. Again, doing the tricks, full extension on everything that she does. Really locking them in.
And who knows, a couple of months ago in Manchester, did the first flare tire grab. It could be a trick to bring to the stage here in Shanghai today for the Australian national champion.
And then check this out. Here's the flare. Again, just under-rotating ever so slightly. That front tire staying parallel with the quarter instead of going perpendicular to pull her into it. Just barely sliding out. It's got to be frustrating for her. But again, she knows what she needs to do. She's got the mindset, the mentality that she needs to be able to come back run number 2 and handle business. And again, with the extension that she brings to all of her different tricks and the variety of tricks that she brings to the course, she's going to be able to hold it down in run number 2.
The next rider, one of the most active riders on social media. Last month in Eindhoven at the Europeans, she took everyone by surprise, becoming the vice European champion at only 15 years old. This is her first season at this level. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for Noemi Molnar from Hungary?
Let's go, no.
Starting off strong with the classic tricks. Getting nice and high. Heading for the Shanghai Tower. Oh, bar spin 2X up 2 trick combination. Tabletop nice and flat. A lot of talent in Hungary right now.
Let's go, no.
Double truck driver.
Wow, straight
Tail
into
whip.
a tail whip. Yes, no. Keep it going.
Hitting that spine bridge bar spin into the Shanghai Tower. Picking up that speed again on the UCI quarter pipe. Doing a nice tabletop, nice and flat, axe up. An action-packed run so far by Noemi Molnar. Nice can, stomping the feet down. Final seconds, one more bar spin, and that is gonna be time for Noemi Molnar.
And you see her stoke right there. She just threw down Zozo. giving his approval as he is hyped for her, out here helping coach her and just be able to give her direction on everything. And he is stoked, she is stoked, and she went in. That was such a rad run. And I love how she does her tabletops. They're so proper. Hopefully we'll be able to see one of them in these highlights. Massive tuck no-hander. And right there, putting that shin to the top tube of the bike and just laying it over. Proper form on those tabletops. Check this out. Bar spin to X up on that Shanghai tower. Right here. Unreal. Double truck driver, throwing the bars 2 times in that 360 straight into the tail whip.
That's a Zozo Kempf seal of approval. We also had one of the other Hungarian coaches, James Jones, texting us. He's watching from home as well.
Wow, no. That was awesome. Again, as you were saying, this is her first time really competing at this level. She went into European Championships and got herself 2nd place, and then out here qualifying 3rd place, and then putting an insane run down. I am very excited to see. She is making the judges work up there in the tower.
At this level, far from home. And like you got to be really confident to show up here. And wow, 86.40.
Got her sitting in 2nd place. And again, I love that right there. The knuckles, giving knuckles to Natalia, and just everyone cheering each other on. Looking for everyone to do their best out on the course. All these riders want each other to succeed and to get the runs that they have planned, that they've crafted in their minds. And it's just such an awesome community aspect of freestyle BMX. But that being said, we are going to the 6-time world champ, Hannah Roberts, holding it down for the USA. Get ready for some extremely powerful riding as Hannah drops in.
Currently the 3rd place in the World Cup standings, starting off with that no-hander, dropping into the lower section. Oh, X up to bar spin. Tabletop. Hannah is showing why she has 6 world champion jerseys back home. Oh, tail whip, come on. Into the shark fin. Only rider to do it. Time to drop in again. No-hander drop in.
Yes, Hannah.
Getting nice and high on that wall, ready to hit the spot. Oh, box to tower.
Huge transfer, and then wow, tail whip way out of that subway bank extension.
And look at the flow that she has. Oh, backflip over the box.
Wow. Yes, Hannah. She means business on course right now.
Hitting every obstacle here in the park. Flare on that UCI quarter pipe. Maybe one more, let's see. Bar spin and buzzer.
Wow. Hannah throwing down. That backflip, it was like it was stalling out and she just stayed committed to it, pulled it in, woo, and squeaked it around. And then, wow, the different transfers that she was doing, she's definitely the only rider, female rider, going from that volcano or Spox, however you want to call it, into that Shanghai tower, that massive spine. And then right here, X up to bar spin. This is going to be an insane highlight reel.
And so far, the only rider to hit the shark tail setup.
Yeah, going up into it, out of that green quarter, up into the elevated portion. But right there, that transfer, talking to her about it, you got to pull the timing of when to pull back and pull yourself over. So it's very tricky with how that spine's all lined up. And right there, that flip hanging on. And locking in that flare.
Nice and tucked.
Wow, Hannah. An absolutely epic first run. And all these riders making these judges work.
Trying to catch your breath after such an impressive run. 94.20.
I mean, that was a massive run. All the variety of tricks, the height, the original transfers, everything she was doing in that run. was crazy, and being rewarded for it, 94.2. But now we are going to go into our #1 qualifier, Miharu Ozawa. Again, she's got some crazy tricks she's been doing all over the course. So excited to see how she steps it up here in the finals. And she is in. Let's go, Miharu. Huge 360 to get things started. Transferring those quarter extensions into that quarter extension transfer.
Oh.
2 back-to-back transfers right there. Huge 360 bar spin.
Holding on.
And she's jumping up into that as well. Can up in the elevated portion. Onto the shark tail. Coming back down this Euro drop. Yes. And here it is.
Oh, and that's why she needed the
that
speed.
Backflip is insane. So gnarly to do that. Miharu on it. Hitting that transfer in the other direction. Casing a little bit, but looked like she kept her feet off of the ground. Keeping the flow going up into the plexiglass quarter. 10 seconds on the clock with that X up into the Shanghai Tower. Going across the bridge right there. Bar spin to X up. Final thoughts. Can 2, 1, and that's going to be time. Wow. Miharu Ozawa coming out
Only
with a wild
years
first
old.
run. That's crazy. 16, and to be throwing down on that level, that backflip over that Shanghai Tower. I mean, look at her rolling past it. Look how tall that spine ramp is. And you see she's got to do that shark tail to come back down for the speed, but let's check out these replays. Right here, truck driver hanging up a little bit on the top of it, but again, keeping her flow going. And then right here, backflip, perfect form, sitting down, and then going a little bit deep on that spine.
But still, I mean, the risk factor here.
And she was able to keep her speed going after it. And that, yeah, massive risk factor doing the backflip over that spine. That was an awesome run. And she's got to be stoked on that.
The Ozawa family. So later on, we will also have Kaede riding in the men's finals.
Very talented family.
A Japanese BMX dynasty.
And that's got to be such a blessing to be able to ride with your brother or your sister in either case, and for them to be able to ride with each other and motivate each other. But right there, score coming in, 84.2. Again, she had a couple cases, little foot slip, going a little bit deep. So she knows that there's some things that she can improve on in run #2 and be able to clean up. Again, going a little bit further on that truck driver and the different aspects. So I'm excited to see her put that all together in run #2. But again, that was a solid run #1. Getting a solid score on the board. But with that, we are going to go back to the top of the list for heat #2. Natalia, she knows what she needs to do.
And she wants that flare on
Yes.
the UCI quarter pipe.
Again, watch her amplitude and just the perfection and how she locks in the extension of her tricks. That tabletop right there. Yes, Natalia.
Strong start so far by Natalia Deem. Toboggan back into the park. Getting nice and floaty here as she gets ready for the tower. No-hander, yes. Sticking those hands up. Nice style to it.
Yo.
Oh, can really see it really good what went on, but solid move so far by Natalia Deem. Come on. Over halfway now. Tail whip.
Let's go.
Yes.
There's a tail whip. Come on, Natalia.
UCI quarter pipe. Is it going to happen? The flare. Come on, come on.
Ah!
She always has these in practice.
Yeah, she's got those flares just barely under rotating them here in the finals. But like you said, she just did a world first with the flare tire grab for women's freestyle BMX. And so she's got them. But yeah, just today, getting a little bit off on them and not getting that rotation that she's looking for. But let's check out some of these other highlights. Because again, the riding that she brings to the course is a treat. Doing all the tricks proper. Locking in that T-bog down the shark fin. right here. Tuck no-hander, full extension. And here, this tail whip into that subway bank extension.
And that's a narrow landing section that you have, because like there's the edge of the other quarter pipe sticking out too.
Yeah, it's narrow, gotta be precise how you land in there. Ah, and you see her frustration right there. Because again, she knows that she has it. Ah. Bummed for her in that, but always stoked to have her on the course and love seeing the riding that she brings.
And we still
so
have
much love.
We still have 2 more major contests this season. We still have the World Championships coming up in 3 weeks' time in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and then also the last World Cup in Japan, Shanghai, in November.
All right, Nono currently sitting in 3rd. Noemi Molnar holding it down for Hungary.
Hold on to your seats, everyone.
Again, you see her wanting to hold for just a moment. It is extremely windy out there, so the riders have a moment, but Nono is ready to go and locking in that tuck no-hander to get her run underway. Proper tabletop down that shark fin all the way to the top of that vert wall. Nono getting in the zone. Tabletop out of that subway bank wall. Coming back over the Yazoo box, and there's that double truck driver throwing the bars 2 times around. Landing a little bit deep, which means she went a little bit further than she wanted to on the landing.
From the plexiglass to the spine bridge, bar spin back into the Shanghai Tower. Getting nice and flat on the UCI quarter pipe. 15 more seconds for Noemi Molnar. Bar spin. 10-second buzzer here. Can.
Final thoughts for Nono, getting that bar spin. And that is time right there. Again, currently sitting in 3rd. And it's just incredible. This is, again, her first World Cup. And to be able to throw down as she is an epic accomplishment in and of itself. And right now currently sitting in 3rd, and we'll see where the second run takes her. Right here, double truck driver going a little bit low or long or deep, however you want to put it.
Yeah.
But again, being able to hang on and keep things going, and that shows the caliber of rider that she is, to be able to hang on and keep things going. It's right there, second score coming in, 79.2. So she's gonna stick with run number 1, which currently has her in 3rd position. 1 rider left that can knock her out. But with that, we're gonna go to who is sitting in 1st place, Hannah Roberts, your 6-time world champ, doing it for the USA. Her first run was wild. So dialed in everything that she did. But here we go. She's in the zone and ready for run number 2.
Nice
Hannah.
no-hander. Yeah, come on, Hannah. Oh, X up to bar spin. Unique trick combination. Getting nice and high on the wall. Ready for the Shanghai Tower. Oh, tail whip. Oh, bar spin into the shark tail. Oh. Oh, I think she hit it. She hit her elbow or her shoulder on the way in. Yeah, elbow.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't see what happened on that. But wow, she was taking that run up an extra notch.
Like, it looked as, like, so she pulled the bar spin, but she was a bit too close to the edge of the shark fin and then hit her elbow on the way back in. And I mean, you're coming in with speed. It's like, imagine smashing your elbow onto the table, like right on the edge. You're hitting a nerve, you're hitting a bone. I mean, it hurts. So hopefully nothing too bad.
And we do have some of the best medical staff to be able to assess what happened. And what's going on is we see that she was holding her elbow, shoulder, that right side. So we'll give the medical staff just a moment. But wow, she landed that tail whip so good on that Shanghai Tower, coming in with so much speed. And then first run, we saw her just jump that, and second run, throwing the bar spin She jumped up into that elevated portion, and only her and Miharu were doing that.
Only riders to do it.
And as that medical staff is making sure she's going to be all right, getting a good look at the crowd as well as the fellow riders cheering each other on. So again, Hannah currently sitting in first place with that 94.2.
So hopefully we get an update on Hannah and how she's doing. Yeah. But only one more rider to go. Miharu Ozawa. Can she jump onto the podium? Can she jump to the top of the podium? That will be the question that we will answer within 2 minutes. And here we go, ready to drop in, picking up the speed, starting off with the 360. The young gun from Japan, 16 years old.
Love those back-to-back transfers right there.
There we go, 360. Yes, the truck driver. The combo of the 360 and the bar spin. Nice and high here on the elevated section. Hitting the shark tail. She's gonna build up that speed. And then to the Shanghai Tower, backflip bar spin.
Oh! Wow. Oh, that was a heavy slam.
Maddox rushing in.
Yeah, Scott is an expert at what he does. Very thankful to have him on the sidelines to be able to help these riders out.
So what just happened is Miharu Ozawa just went down trying that bar spin backflip over the Shanghai Tower.
That's definitely the biggest trick to be thrown on that Shanghai Tower. This female final. And her cleaning up the truck driver in her first run, she hung up or cased the top of that a little bit, and in run number 2, able to give it a little bit more push through to get herself to the other side of that spine and land clean to keep that speed going. And you saw as she jumped up into that elevated portion, had even more. Looks like she is up to her feet on her own strength, so very thankful to see that. Oh, but yeah, you can see some of the pain as she continues to assess everything after that heavy slam. But yeah, praise the Lord, she's good and rolling off in her own strength and her own power.
I think what happened is her body was a bit too much forward as she landed, and then that threw her off the bike.
Oh, she was so close on that. That was crazy. Was not expecting that. I knew she was going to take things to another level, but I was not expecting to see that.
And then that's going to be the final result. So that means this is your result list for the Fise Shanghai, with Noemi Molnar taking the bronze, Kimberly Müller, European champion, the second spot, and Hannah Roberts claiming the throne here in Shanghai.
What a treat it was to watch all that riding. Again, a couple slams at the end there, but thankfully everyone was able to get up. But the caliber of riding that we just witnessed in this Fise World Series women's final was unreal. What a treat.
And we hope that Ozawa, Miharu, and Hannah can walk away with no injuries, because in 3 weeks' time it is that World Championship. And it's all about that rainbow jersey.
And then 2 weeks after that, it'll be Japan.
Sakai.
For the World Cup final. So we're going to get a look at the overall standings in just a moment so we can see where these riders are stacking up as they look to that overall.
And a lot is going to change in that ranking as well, because we only had one World Cup so far. But first, we're going to check out all the highlights from what happened with all the talented riders that we had in the second heat. So those were the highlights of our second heat of riders, where we have our winner, Hannah Roberts. And with that win, Hannah is taking the 1,000 points in the UCI World Cup overall ranking with a total of 1,820 points, followed by Miharu Ozawa with 1,670, and right behind them, Kim Lea Müller with 1,620. But now we still have one more stop coming up. That is going to be next month. So first we have the World Championships, and then the week after, or 2 weeks after, it's going to be the final stop in Shanghai in the beautiful country of Japan. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
So that is going to be the major question next month in Japan. Who is going to claim the title for the World Cup of 2025? Well, that is a question that is still yet to be answered. But one thing we do know for sure, it is Hannah Roberts just won this World Cup here in Shanghai.
Taking her to the leaderboard of that, and what an insane competition this just was. So wild to see the level of riding, and just so awesome to see all the women pushing the level of BMX right now. It's incredible.
Yeah. And now it's time to decorate our riders, and that is going to be with our good friend, Zach, a.k.a. Catfish.
Another incredible event here at the UCI BMX Freestyle Park World Cup. Stop number 2 in Shanghai. We just wrapped up Female Park. Let's meet our champions.
尊敬的各位嘉宾、运动员朋友们、线上以及线下的观看直播的观众们，大家好！这里是2025年 Fise 极限运动世界巡回赛上海站的荣耀时刻。那么此刻，徐汇滨江的阳光将为运动员们的勇气加冕，让我们共同见证了2025 UCI 自由式小轮车公园赛世界杯上海站女子组的巅峰对决。
In third place at her first UCI BMX Freestyle Park World Cup podium, representing Hungary, Naomi Molnar!
那么接下来，请允许我宣布获得 UCI 自由式小轮车公园赛世界杯女子组季军的获得者是来自匈牙利的 Naomi。那么接下来有请
She's getting the award by the guy that started all of this, Hervé André Benoit.
创始人为季军。
So stoked for her.
I mean, 15.
In second
You're on the
place,
other side of the world.
representing Germany, Kim Lea Müller!
那获得 UCI 自由式小轮车公园赛世界杯女子组亚军的是林 Kim Müller。那么有请
2 weeks ago, that European jersey that she claimed, and where Noemi got second. So it's really fun to see these girls here on the podium again.
And it's so awesome to see her conquer after that first run, the struggles, and then to be able to throw down and run number 2, get herself up onto the podium.
That
Let's
is
go,
resilience.
And your champion, in a position she is very familiar with, representing Team USA Cycling, your champion is Hannah Roberts!
那么获得 UCI 自由式小轮车公园赛世界杯女子组冠军的是来自美国的
Another win for the most successful riding in women's BMX freestyle.
有请徐汇区委副书记、区长王华为
And I'm not lying if I say that Hannah Roberts is already a legend in the sport.
Yeah, she's unreal. What she has accomplished on a BMX bike is insane. And right here, throwing down again, that was phenomenal riding.
有请我们的嘉宾在颁奖台前合影。
And it's good to see. It looks like everything was dialed after that crash. But right there, what a podium we have for us out in Shanghai. So much stoke all around.
的感谢我们的嘉宾。那么接下来 All right, riders, please stay, keep on the stage. Let's take the group photo. Congratulations, guys. You guys did awesome job. Thank you, guys. 观众朋友们，再一次掌声送给我们的获奖选手。
What a podium. So stoked for all these women riders. And what a scene out here in the West Bund district.
And let's see if we will be getting...
We're gonna get an interview.
we're getting the interview.
The first question I have for you, does it get old winning this many contests? Does it get old leaving on the podium, on top of the podium?
No, I don't think that feeling will ever get old. It's a blessing every time, and I'm just grateful this is what I get to do for a living, and I'm super pumped to watch how much the girls' class has grown in the last couple of years, and it keeps me on my toes. I'm pretty stoked for it.
Well, coming into this event, everybody was talking about that massive spine. What was your game plan coming into the contest?
Honestly, I just wanted to see how it rode. I struggled on that spine a little bit at first. The first run, we could see, I think I almost double-cased it, or I definitely back-cased it, and yeah, it's definitely one that gets you, so everybody that was throwing big tricks on it, it's like shout out to them, kudos. It's incredibly difficult, and looking forward to seeing it again soon.
Talking to you right after you won, people that are watching this at home, this is a big contest. People from all over the world are competing here. There's a lot at stake. You told me right before Naomi's run, you were giving her advice. You're giving your competitor advice. Talk to me a little bit about that mindset.
I think that the most you could help people with all the time, I try to do the most I can for the competitors. It just makes the contest more fun and the progression happen faster. So whatever advice I could give to my competitors, the better for the sport in general, and that's all I care about.
You're a true champion. Congratulations. Your champion, Shanghai, Hannah Roberts.
Really is a true champion, and love her heart to just treat others as she wants to be treated, and to build up the entire scene of riders, that they all would be able to do the best that they can. And like she was saying, coming alongside Nono and giving her encouragement and some pointers, is just so cool to see her heart behind that.
Yeah. I mean, also that way, it makes it more interesting for her as well as a competitor, because otherwise, if she would win every contest, I mean, it wouldn't be much of a challenge to do it anymore, unfortunately. But hey, really fun contest today here in this UCI BMX Freestyle World Cup Women's Final. Unfortunately, we're wrapping this thing up, but I have some good news, Dustin. We still have the men's finals as well coming up, and it's going to be a big finals since we couldn't complete semifinals yesterday. So we will be having 24 riders in the final. After that, we also have the Flatland finals coming up with some of the best riders from all around the world. And then to wrap things up, the first time we're doing the spine ramp contest here at Fise Shanghai. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you for our next broadcast.
Much love.